wanted the death penalty, but we're up against the wall.
Two family members of the victims from the Walmart mass shooting are speaking out for the first time, what they're saying about the El Paso DA's decision to drop the death penalty for the gunman. And even a new law by President Donald Trump hoping to make sure ticket scalpers don't leave you without good concert seats. We'll show you about a new law signed into place.
Live from the KFOX 14 studios, this is the KFOX 14 Morning News.
Good morning and welcome to the KFOX 14 Morning News. Thanks so much for joining us. Well, the borderland now bracing for some high winds and blowing dust. That's why the KFOX 14 severe weather team issued a weather warning for this Tuesday and even Wednesday. Now, right now, we have meteorologist Evan O'Rigan. Evan, what are we expecting today? Well, Democrats and even Trump's critics are sounding the alarm about Trump's plans and even policies. But back here at home, dozens of protesters are demonstrating against the Trump administration. So just yesterday, some people gathered over in San Jacinto Plaza to oppose the Trump administration and the policies of the president. Now, thanks for joining us here tonight, folks. I'm Nasya Mancini. Well, at today's ceremony, the bulk of NMSU's class of 2024 actually walked onto that stage, but just outside, protesters held signs that said there are no universities left in Gaza. Now, we had crews inside that ceremony today, and they say that graduation continued as usual. Welcome back, folks. Well, Paso City Council going to revisit the delayed Sunset Amphitheater project. Now, it was actually meant to break ground late August, but yet to do so. Our KFOX 14 Morning News reporter Melissa Herrera is in downtown El Paso with what to expect at today's City Council meeting. Well, more families of the Walmart shooting victims are now speaking out, sharing their reactions to the death penalty being taken off the table for the El Paso gunman. Now, you just heard from Christopher Morales. His mother and aunt were both shot on August 3rd. Now, his mother did survive, but his aunt did not. Now, as we reported last week, El Paso District Attorney James Montoya announced that Patrick Crusius will no longer face the death penalty, a decision that he says came after some conversations with survivors of the victims' families. Now, Montoya actually cited the years-long legal battle that would follow a capital case as a major factor, but Morales said that he simply wants it to be over. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Nasya Mancini. Well, straight to it, people visiting Red Sands are outraged after seeing the aftermath of the 4th of July festivities. CBS 410's Jacqueline Quinones joining us in the newsroom as she actually was out there earlier today and spoke with some visitors as well as a business owner nearby to find out about the lack of cleanup efforts. Well, the Trump administration now being challenged once again over its deportation of Venezuelan migrants over the weekend. So on Sunday, the Trump administration deported 17 more alleged Trinidad gang members to El Salvador Sunday night. Now, this time, some sources telling Fox News that authorities used regular immigration law after a judge temporarily blocked them from using the Alien Enemies Act. But yesterday, a federal judge in California blocked Trump from removing temporary protected status from 350,000 Venezuelan nationals. Welcome back. Well, back in 1873, the McGoffin home was built right in the heart of downtown El Paso. And in 1971, it was declared a historic site. 19 rooms, 14-foot ceilings, 8 fireplaces, and some spooky spirits still lingering in those hallways. So we wanted to find out just how much history is still breathing life into that home, even after the residents have departed. Favorite salad is Caesar salad. I would eat it all the time as kids. So I hope you eat some Caesar salad tonight, even though it's about 10:34 p.m. Thanks for joining us, folks. We'll see you back here tomorrow on CBS 4 at 5 time.
In the state of Texas, homeowners could soon see a big change when it comes to their property taxes. They could actually be going down. KFOX 14 News at 9's Nasya Mancini joins us live in the studio with details on a bill that could soon become law. Nasya.
Well, it's a huge budget surplus this year as Texas lawmakers have set their sights on the largest property tax cut in history. But now, after multiple special sessions, the House and the state Senate cannot agree on how they want to do it. Hey, Robert. Yeah, that new facility called Las Cruces Recovery Center, and this facility is going to offer a range of services. This is going to include residential treatment and even structured outpatient programs to those living in Las Cruces and even Doña County. Now, the center is saying that they want to help people stay sober as long as possible. Today, I spoke with the president of the El Paso Teachers Association, and she says at the rate jobs are opening up right now, at the beginning of the school year, we could potentially see substitute teachers in those permanent job positions while those schools and districts wait to fill up those vacancies.
Speaking with El Pasoans about their property taxes.
Yeah, John, I spent my days talking with a lot of homeowners here at El Paso who are saying, this very fast increase in those property taxes is actually taking a very big toll on their financials and also their budgets as well. Now, some of them even telling me that they're thinking about selling their homes unless something changes and soon.
CBS 4 at 10's Nasya Mancini put herself in a controlled situation to test what happens when your body has to deal with extreme heat. She's in West El Paso to show you how it went.
Well, we hear it all the time on hot days like today. Drink plenty of water and stay out of the sun, and to be careful with not leaving your children or pets in a hot, locked car. Well, today, with the help of professionals, I spent my day in a hot, locked car to see how quickly the heat can take a toll on your body.
Although it's hot, it's cool to be with my family, with my friends.
Well, some people say this hot weather isn't anything to celebrate. It's not going to stop them from celebrating the 4th of July outside, but it might stop them from firing up this grill. Well, folks, there you have it. After hours of investigating here at Station 9 in El Paso, we could definitely say that we felt something. Well, whether or not it was the spirit of Captain Blossom or maybe just something else on this spooky Halloween, all we can say for sure is that the spirit of the captain is going to continue to live on. A good saying to remember is when thunder roars, go indoors, or in this case, go inside your car. Reporting live from East El Paso, Nasya Mancini. A bill that would slash property taxes in Texas was passed by the state Senate on June 20th, but 9 days later, it remains stalled in the State House of Representatives.
We've heard from our community time and again that property taxes are too high, and this is going to provide that kind of relief.
Cesar Blanco is the Texas state senator for District 29 in El Paso. He says this bill would be the largest property tax cut in history, providing $18 billion in relief across the state.
Homeowners are going to see it on average about $1,200 to $1,400 in property tax relief.
Senate Bill's one tax relief proposal would increase the homestead exemption from $40,000 to $100,000 for homeowners, while the House's version would spread relief between residential and commercial property owners.
The compression-only approach is only going to reduce homeowners' tax bill by $700. And from my perspective, the House bill overwhelmingly benefits larger business, whereas the Senate plan takes care of Texas homeowners by increasing the homestead exemption.
I asked Blanco if he sees an opening for a compromise. He brought up an extension of the franchise tax on Texas businesses. Have you been doing anything to try to come to some type of compromise with the House? Any solutions maybe that you think would be good for both sides?
We'll see what they decide to do. I think, the bill that we pass will double the franchise tax exemption, effectively eliminating the state's franchise tax for over about 67,000 small businesses. So I think it's beneficial. I think it's a good bill. I think it's something that a good compromise.
Some people think if you crack the windows, roll them down a little bit, that's sufficient. But we know temperatures in cars can quickly rise to 130, 140, or even higher.
Dr. Edward Michelson with Texas Tech Health Sciences Center of El Paso explaining how quickly a car with no air conditioning could reach dangerously hot temperatures. So with the supervision of a paramedic, we stepped inside our car, windows up, AC, put the heat to the test. We've officially shut the doors. We're starting the clock right now to see how long we can stay within this hot car.
Your blood pressure was at 140/80. Your heart rate was a little elevated. It was at 138, full and regular. And we took the temperature of the car when the door was still open. It was 100.4.
5 minutes later, I can feel sweat down my neck, my back, sides, my face, everything. It's been officially 5 minutes and 13 seconds, so we're not even at 6 minutes yet, and I am already feeling the heat.
I am, yes ma'am.
I'm already sweating. Let's take the temperature one more time.
We're at 104.5.
The symptoms of heat exhaustion were creeping in.
I'm dripping, you guys, dripping sweat. It is so uncomfortable in here. And to imagine a child or a pet in this situation, man, it's definitely a scary.
It's 8:42.
Okay. Man.
And you're calm, okay? So,
yeah.
You know, you're relaxed. You're not in a panic state yet,
yeah.
You know, and some kids might already hit that panic state, which will accelerate, you know, their heart rate, which could accelerate, you know, the overheating process.
And after 10 minutes,
doing
Your
good.
blood pressure's a little high already.
My blood pressure's high?
Yeah, it's a little high. I don't know if you want to do another 10 minutes. Your blood pressure's elevated, and I wouldn't recommend you going another 10 minutes.
It's time for us to tap out. Tap now.
thankfully, this was just an experiment. Paramedics and firefighters were standing by to make sure we were safe, handing me water and ice packs as soon as I got out of the car.
No safe time to leave someone or some animal in the car during this time of year.
Dr. Michelson reminding us, whether you're in a car or outdoors somewhere, how to know if you're in trouble.
State of heat exhaustion, people are dehydrated, they have very dry skin, high heart rates, they may have a low blood pressure, and they're starting to get confused.
Well, we concluded our experiment around 4 p.m. today, usually the hottest part of the day, and around 10 p.m. right now. I'm still not feeling completely like myself, a little bit dizzy and nauseous, and still have that headache from being locked inside of a hot car with no AC for around 10 minutes. Now, you can find out all the symptoms inside of heat stroke and heat exhaustion on our website, cbs4local.com. Reporting from West El Paso, Nasya Mancini, CBS4 at 10.